Good morning. Carl here with today's Sustainability Theory News. The lead story over at City Farmer News: Venezuela launches ambitious urban agriculture plan. We talked in yesterday's cast about how Cuba had to start growing food for its citizens since the fall of the Soviet Union took away all their free fuel and fertilizer. Well, Venezuela has plenty of oil and a little bit of gas through their refining, but they still need to feed their people. I feel that their socialist system has destroyed the farming industry there because it's disincentivizing people. In fact, this new program is not going to work as well as the Cuban program because the surplus will be distributed to the larger sphere surrounding this territory. Whereas in the Cuban system, for the first time in their communist country, they were allowed to not only keep the surplus but sell it for a profit. And that's what led to the greater success of the program. I hope, for the sake of the starving Venezuelans, though, that they do grow more food themselves. Over at the Permaculture Research Institute, self-watering and self-fertilizing apple tree growing system. Now, this is for the Tarahumara Indians in Mexico, where they grow these trees in little gullies. I believe they call them arroyos, where the water just flows down into this natural ditch, as well as organic matter, so it just fertilizes itself. And the Tarahumara Indians, for those that don't know, they're the ones in Mexico that literally run down their deer. They will outrun their prey when they're hunting. An entire family will go running and hunting for all day, 12-year-olds to 90-year-olds. And it's because humans have sweat glands and have greater endurance than most mammals. Next story. Dr. Mercola discusses chickens with Joel Salatin at Polyface Farms in Virginia. Now, Joel Salatin, of course, is a great proponent of permaculture and management-intensive agriculture. Dr. Mercola, great naturalistic doctor, but his interview style here is great. He barely talks. He's all about Joel and his chicken farming solutions. So check that out at YouTube. Again, at the Permaculture Research Institute, how to use squash pits to get bigger garden yields. Now, she's burying garbage, really just paper-based cellulose garbage, into a pit so it will retain moisture for plants. Now, if you have soil that has a tough time holding moisture, maybe you could use some newspaper. However, I don't think I would use junk mail like she's using because that glossy cardstock and that ink could contain BPA or other harmful chemicals. Over at Imager is a list of a gasifier or biochar making device. Now, biochar is basically charcoal, but you can make it out of any sort of hard woody cellulose stocky material, and it will really help rejuvenize the soil. Just like how after a grass fire in a field will reinjuvenate the field and it'll grow back greener in a couple of weeks. That's what biochar does. It just reinvigorates soil and just triggers a mechanism in most plants to say, hey, there was just a forest fire. We need to regrow stronger. And lastly, over at YouTube again, The Age of the Farmer, a little 6-minute documentary about new farmers in America. It's pretty good. It's got some nice music, really well edited, and great images. Well, that's it for today. If there's any questions or comments, please leave them below. Have a great day.